This is true, really news with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true, as far as you know.
Conrad Duran spotted 2 chairs left on the curb Christmas Eve. He thought he might fix them up for the Albuquerque home he shares with his girlfriend, Andrea.
Great idea.
Duran got to work. Well, I should say Duran had to go to work, so he just placed the chairs outside his garage door.
Uh-huh.
He was dismayed when he returned home to find the chairs gone, which is an odd turn of phrase. How can you find something that's gone?
Gone.
Yeah, right.
No.
So it's just
like jumbo shrimp.
Military intelligence.
Exactly.
It has to be a Britishism. That's all I'm saying.
Probably.
Instead of wallowing in self-pity like a child, Conrad and Andrea visited family over the Christmas weekend.
Okay.
Upon their return,
They found the chairs?
On their porch with a new coat of paint and new upholstery. Duran said there was an anonymous note on one of the chairs about doing good for others. I wonder what it says about causing them great consternation to begin with.
So, if you steal it first, is that
Well, I don't get it. You know,
all of England confuses me.
Every bit of it.
All of it.
Tony.
So in Oklahoma, you remember this from a couple of years ago.
Okay.
The city of Tulsa wanted to find a way to expand their livership. They wanted more folks to move there and live. So the George Kaiser Family Foundation.
Livership.
Did that. They tested a program where they'd pay people basically to come and live in Tulsa.
Texas or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
They were going to pay 250 people $10,000 a pop to move to Tulsa and then work remotely in Oklahoma for whatever job they had.
Sure.
The idea being to prove that having your workforce in Oklahoma was cheaper for them and the work still got done and all of life was good.
Yep. And?
Well, so far about 100 folks have taken them up on it.
Seriously?
Yeah, they had like hundreds and hundreds of folks. They had 10,000 applications to weed through and they picked out 100 so far.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Not to be outdone, Topeka. Land of the free and home of the stupid.
Hey, I was born not far from there. You watch your darn mouth.
Has offered $15,000 now for any. Well, actually, it's a grading system in Topeka.
Okay.
It's $10,000 if you just move there and work remotely. It's $15,000 if you buy a home that you have to renovate and rehabilitate.
Oh.
So if you move and rent, you get 10. If you move and buy, you get 15.
You know, it's too bad in a sense, you know, though I love Topeka and all my friends in Topeka.
They're friends.
Actually, I went to school with a bunch of them, as it turns out. And they remember me, and not one of them has taken a pot shot since I left.
As far as you know.
But there's some other towns that are older and a little more historic. And my friend Terry Blount has been driving to them every weekend, taking pictures of the great old homes and churches and municipal buildings. It's fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful.
See, now I think the problem you have is when you start paying people to live in your city.
Yep.
You know what's going to happen.
What?
Pretty soon it's going to go statewide. And then pretty soon the NFL will move there. Because they don't want to pay for anything anyway. They only make billions.
Exactly. So way back in 2003, Tommy Cook of Virginia had a 1969 Camaro, and it was stolen from his auto repair lot in Woodbridge. And those are cool Camaros. The 69 Camaro is really cool. Well, police never found the car, and there were no developments in the case until just the other day. When Cook spotted the car at a Maryland auto shop when looking over another Camaro a friend was considering. Cook and his beloved are reunited after 17 years, and the car is actually in better condition than the day it was stolen because now it has an engine.
You know what?
What?
Remember the people with the chairs?
Yeah. Oh.
Took them a little longer with the car.
Well, engines
had to put an engine in.
Yeah. Probably stole that a bolt at a time.
Johnny Cash?
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.